Hello, this is Daniel with Operating in the Black. I just want to say thank you so much for attending today. I just wanted to get online and just have basically a fireside chat regarding hazards in funding. There is no doubt that people are out there doing unscrupulous things trying to get your information so they can steal your good credit. So, when dealing with the funding organization, whether it's mine or any other organization, it is very, very important that you know who you are dealing with. Just that's the number one thing. Now, as a broker, we gather your information and we'll send that over to our trusted banking resources. And those banking resources should clearly identify my name and my organization that they are dealing with. Or if you're dealing with one of my representatives, when someone calls you, they should clearly identify that I'm working with such and such with operating in the black. But the most important thing that you can do to protect yourself is that if it's not the organization, if they don't, if you're volunteering information before they ask it of you, you've let your guard down, and that's just always a way to be taken advantage of. So, for instance, if someone calls you and says, yes, I'm working with Daniel, blah, 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 and then they start asking you for your social security number, they should have that already because I've provided that for them. If they ask you for any other documentation, you should at that point say, okay, thank you so much. Either put them on hold or disconnect the call. Just you can pleasantly disconnect the call and say, oh, I have another call coming in that I have to take. Disconnect the call and call me. So if anyone is asking you for any additional information, if they're asking you for a link so that you can upload some information that was not in the file, those are always key indicators that you should call me or call your representative that you're working with here at Operating in the Black and ask them, is this person from this institution a legitimate person that I should be handing out my personal information to? Should I be signing a power of attorney to do this or that? Those are excellent questions. No lender is going to be upset if you disconnect the call to make sure that you are protecting yourself. But at the end of the day, you are the first line of defense in making sure that you're dealing with the proper banking organizations because you may get calls from someone pretending to be a lender working, and they'll say, "Yes, I'm. There was a five inquiries on your account, and this person tried to take out this kind of money." You can say, okay, and typically, and this would happen to me, if I did not work in this field, I would not know to recognize this. If a bank calls you and saying, we have a fraudulent activity going on, you disconnect that call immediately and you call your banking institution, because a lot of these numbers, if you they'll spoof the line. It'll say, yes, I'm calling from such and such credit union, I'm calling from such and such bank, and then you call that number right back, and that number is no longer good. That no Well, it was never good, but it's just someone trying to grab your information. The bank will not call you and tell you to provide any information over the phone if fraudulent activity is occurring. They will ask you to log into your email account. They will ask you to log into your account, but they will disconnect. They will not talk to you on that particular call. They will make sure that you generate a call to them to give them, because you will know at that point, because you're looking at the telephone number, you know that you've called your particular bank or particular credit union, and then you can say, I got a call from your security department saying that I had this going on with my account. I need to change my passwords. I need to do this, that, or the third. So that's how you can protect yourself. But the bottom line is at any time that you feel uncomfortable, you have to be comfortable with disconnecting the call any way that you can, and if it's and if and calling me at a minimum to do so. to after you have done so. Excuse me. So I just wanted to say thank you again so much for your business. I do appreciate you taking a few minutes with me today to understand how to protect yourself while you're going through funding. Because I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be somebody out there waiting for an opportunity to grab your information, and we would feel horribly if we're walking you through a lending process and someone has you or calls you while your guard is down because you're expecting calls or everything else. But even when you are going through funding, you still have to keep your guards up. You still have to do your due diligence in your mind to saying, do I feel comfortable with giving this person that information? And if you don't, disconnect the call and call me. So thank you so much. And telephone number is 813-669-7742. Again, that's 813-669-7742. That gets directly to my desk. And I'll be more than pleased to call the lending institution that I have sent your file to and ask them who is the representative that is make the call and what type of information that they need. If they need the information, I will call you. You can send that information to me and I will upload it into their database. All right. Well, thank you so much again, and you have a great, great rest of your day. Bye for now.